Hi guys, my name is Daniela and you are watching Through the Looking Glass, where we foster resilience and inspire lives. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're determined to make a change in your life, but your chronic illness, fatigue, and flares keep getting in the way? You have a bad flare or you're simply too exhausted to stick to your plan. You spend a day in bed and that day turns into a week. Pain, nausea, exhaustion, and the more you stay in bed, the more you hurt. This pattern isn't just about the physical setbacks, but also the mental toll it takes. Every day in bed feels like a personal failure, and the accumulation of these setbacks can weigh heavily on your motivation, make your goals seem like even more unattainable. You look back at your attempt to create a new habit and wonder, why can't I just have the discipline and the willpower? Trust me, I've been there. After going through this cycle repeatedly, I realized that traditional self-discipline may not be the answer. I'm here to tell you that discipline isn't always the key to making real changes in your life, especially when you're dealing with chronic illness, fatigue, and unpredictable flares. Don't get me wrong, a sprinkle of self-discipline can be helpful at times, but it's overrated. Instead, I have embraced a different approach, one that has proven to work for managing my chronic conditions and maintaining my well-being. This approach emphasizes flexibility, self-compassion, and the recognition that success comes in many forms, not just the uninterrupted streaks of habit formation we often aim for. So, what's wrong with traditional self-discipline? The standard approach to self-discipline is rooted in the assumption that circumstances are controllable and predictable, which is simply not the case when you're navigating the unpredictable waters of chronic illness. It can make you feel like you lack willpower, which is far from the truth. It can even become an excuse when you believe you don't possess it. You hear about someone with a chronic condition accomplishing something impressive, and you say, I could never do that. This kind of comparison can be damaging as it overlooks the individuality of each person's experience with their illness and the unique methods they've developed to cope to succeed. But it's time to break free from this mindset. Traditional discipline often leads to negative self-talk and self-loathing, which only hinders your progress. So, what's the alternative? How can you build and maintain positive habits when living with chronic illness? Let's explore key mindset shifts that has helped me and can help you too. These shifts involve a fundamental rethinking of how we perceive progress and success, especially in the face of health challenges that can disrupt the best laid plans. Experiment. First, view behavior change as a process of problem solving and experimentation tailored to your unique circumstances. It's not about rigidly following someone else's blueprint, but about finding what works best for you. Treating life as a series of tests can alleviate the pressure of perfection, allowing for a more forgiving and inquisitive approach to personal growth and habit development. For example, if you struggled with maintaining a consistent exercise routine due to fatigue and pain, it's time to experiment. Try different forms of exercise, varying in intensity and duration. Listen to your body and adjust accordingly. Maybe swimming on some days and gentle stretching on others is the winning combination for you. Remember, there is no one-size-fits-all solution. Each individual's body and illness are unique, and so too must be their regimen. Think of it as a puzzle that you're continually solving. By approaching your behavior change as an experiment, you gain greater control over your life and develop resilience. You learn to appreciate the process of discovering what helps you thrive, even within the constraints of your condition. Similarly, when it comes to managing daily tasks and responsibilities, adaptability is your best friend. On days when fatigue is overwhelming, prioritize your most essential tasks and delegate or postpone others. This isn't a sign of weakness, it's a strategic move to conserve your energy for what truly matters. It's recognizing that your health and well-being take precedence in learning to be flexible with your expectations of yourself. By practicing adaptability, you give yourself permission to operate within the realm of the possible rather than the ideal, adjusting your sails to the ever-changing winds of chronic illness. Create momentum. Second, focus on creating momentum rather than overwhelming yourself with the entire task. For example, if you want to maintain a tidy home despite your chronic fatigue, start small. Instead of tackling the whole house, focus on tidying up one area like your bedside table. By setting an initial achievable goal, you're more likely to gain momentum and end up accomplishing more than you thought. This approach tricks your mind into taking action by telling, I'll just start and see where it goes. Remember those times when you didn't feel like doing something but took that first step anyway? You often find yourself doing much more than you expected. So when dealing with chronic illness, remember that progress may come in small steps, but it's progress nonetheless. This incremental progress is vital, providing a sense of achievement and boosting your confidence even on days when your energy is limited. Start small. Now let's talk about the power of starting small. Imagine you have a goal of reading more books despite your chronic fatigue. Instead of pressuring yourself to finish an entire book in one sitting, aim to read just a few pages each day. Set a timer for a short reading session. The simple act of starting small can create a sense of accomplishment and build that momentum. It's not about the quantity, it's about the consistency. Over time, those small steps add up and you find yourself reading books you never thought you could. The key is to break down your goals into manageable pieces and celebrate each small victory along the way. The philosophy can be applied to virtually any aspect of life and is particularly useful when energy and ability fluctuate. Use technology and organization. Harness the power of technology and organization to boost your productivity. In the digital age, there are countless tools designed to make life easier. Use apps for task management to break down projects into manageable steps, set reminders for medications or appointments, and use voice-to-text features when you're too fatigued to type. Organize your environment to reduce clutter and the energy needed to find things. Keep frequently used items within easy reach and set up a dedicated space where you can work or rest without extra stress. Simplifying decision-making can also conserve energy. For instance, meal prepping on your good days can alleviate the burden of cooking when you're tired. These strategies minimize the mental and physical effort required for daily tasks, allowing you to conserve your energy for what truly matters. By smartly integrating technology and organization into your routine, you create an environment conducive to productivity, tailored to work with, not against your chronic illness. Emotional balance. Now, I want to address the emotional aspects of living with chronic illness. It's easy to fall in a cycle of self-blame and frustration when you can't always stick to your plans due to flares and fatigue. But here's the truth. Your worth isn't determined by your ability to follow a strict routine. Your strength lies in your adaptability, your resilience, and your determination to keep trying. So be kind to yourself, understand that progress isn't always linear, and setbacks are a natural part of the journey. Embrace the mindset of experimentation and starting small, and you'll discover new ways to thrive despite the challenges. Incorporate these mindset shifts into your life, and you'll find that discipline isn't the only path to positive change. By combining the statics with an understanding of your limits, you'll be able to maintain productivity on your own terms. It's about being strategic with your energy, not just trying to muscle through with determination. Adopting these strategies means recognizing that living with a chronic illness requires you to work smarter, not harder. It's about finding balance, understanding your body, and respecting your energy levels. With the right tools and organization, you can create a productive life that doesn't compromise your health. The shift in approach can make a profound difference in managing your illness and achieving your goals. Remember, it's about working smarter, not harder, making the journey as kind as possible to yourself. The journey with chronic illness is not just a physical one, but an emotional and psychological one as well. Nurturing your mind and spirit is just as important as managing physical symptoms. By doing so, you open the door to a life defined not by your illness, but your resilience and the joy you cultivate despite it. If you're looking for more insights into managing chronic illness and enhancing your quality of life, explore my other videos. I'm here to support your journey. I hope this video has inspired someone. Make sure to like and subscribe to support me in the making of these videos. I will see you in the next one.